In here is what we call the Azolla. This is the Azolla. As you can see the white layers on it, as you can see. So this is called what we call the Azolla. And in here we have the duckweed. These are the duckweeds. You can see amino acid. There are 9 in numbers. I will bet you Azolla plant has all the 9. Good morning. Today once again is the 3rd of March 2022, and today I'm starting harvesting my Azolla and duckweed. So, but in line up with most of my clients that are patient enough, some have already paid for me over 3 months, because I oversell what I have, and I couldn't allow it to come up. But now I've just started harvesting. This is my first harvest, and I'll be taking this to Abuja, Abia State. Some will be going to Mowe Bafo, some will be going to Port Harcourt. I think 3 will be going. Some will be going to Abuja too as well, and one will be going to may not be that then. But the first one I'm doing today is that I'm taking to Abuja and Abia State. So what we are doing now is what we call the Azolla and duckweed. These are aquaculture floating plant supplementary dietary feed for our catfish. You see, it's not all, sometimes it's not all about the English. It's all about the practical. How and what does this really do to our fishes? I will cite an example for you. I already showed you how to identify the Azolla plant in some of my videos, and how to identify the duckweed. They are floating. They call it aquaculture floating plant. That means they reculture. If you understand the terms of the reculturing, the reculture do well for you. The good thing about it is that if your fishes are adapted to these wonderful plants, this wonderful plant works like magic to your fishes. It adds lot of things, lot of minerals to your waters. It adds lot of things to your fishes. They are highly proteinous than most of the plant enough, most especially the Azolla plant. The Azolla plant, this is what we call in here is what we call the Azolla. This is the Azolla. As you can see the white layers on it, as you can see. So this is called what we call the Azolla. And in here we have the duckweed. These are the duckweeds. You can see the root is still there. So these are the duckweed. I'll show you the duckweed. This is the duckweed. Yes, this is the duckweed. I will show you more of the duckweed now. Let me just talk to you what the Azolla plants do for our fishes. The most wonderful part of Azolla plant that I do enjoy most on Azolla culturing is, 1, it's highly proteinous, and 2, it has all of the 9 amino acids profile that builds the growth of our fishes. That means the balancing amino acid. There are 9 in numbers. I will bet you Azolla plant has all the 9. So you can see how magical this plant is. Another thing about Azolla plant is that Azolla plant is highly proteinous. It is highly consumables, even for human beings, for us too. Those of us that eat vegetables, F4 and co, or the China and co, this is what they eat most. So it is highly proteinous for human consumption too as well. If you use this to cook any of the vegetables, I bet you it has most of the highest protein for human consumption too as well. So it has 9 of the amino acid. This is how it can help you. In case you are feeding your fishes with a lack of an unbalanced or nutritional food in the morning, and you are feeding them with Azolla in the evening, this will automatically do what? Balance their nutrition for you at that particular given period that you are giving them. It's like you taking feed and you are buying these supplement drugs that people sell around, like Tianchi. I'm a marketer of Forever Living product. I'm a member of Forever, so I can't say that particularly. So because it's a very good product, so it's like you taking a supplement of those wonderful companies, and this is what you can do as well to help your fishes too as well. They are very, very good for fish consumption. If they are adapted to it, they eat in mass. Another good thing about it is that knowing how to reculture it, you must understand and know how to reculture these plants. And anybody that do buys for us, we tell them the modus of the reculturing. But if you are not careful, if it doesn't reculture, it now depends on you, because we have a lot of places, lot of farms that we are supplies to that they do reculture it. So once it is being recultured, I tell you the truth, there's no how you can pack it away from the reserved area that you put it that it will finish. The more you are packing it, the more it is reculturing. It grows in mass. So it acts as a supplementary feed, dietary feed for your fishes. For example, if you are the lice that is giving your fishes maybe 4 kilo of feed in a day, I will advise you to give them 2 kilo and give them this wonderful plant to supplement the 2 kilos. So when they feed on this and that, automatically you have reduced your cost of feed production. And paraventure, by the end of the day, this already is highly professional and it is balanced. The nutritional is balanced. So it's not that like feed out categories like 2 mm, 3 mm, 4 mm, 6 mm, 9 mm. This is totally balanced with all what it needed to be balanced. It has enough lysine, it has enough mytolin, it has enough it has enough, just count it. So it is a wonderful plant that I will encourage you guys to read about it. Go and read about it, know more about it, and you'll know how important what we call the Azolla is to our fishes and to our environment. So this is the first one I'll be taking out for this year, and I told you where it's going, and I will show you what we call the duckweed too as well, because it's a mixture. I normally mix it for them because it has to, I love it when they reculture together. In here is what we call the duckweed, so you can identify them now. So this is the duckweed, this is what we call the duckweed, and this is what we call the Azolla. The Azolla plant is, you can see, this is the Azolla, and this is the duckweed, and this is the duckweed. So in case you need this wonderful plant, you want to start reculturing it, you thought it is highly advisable for your fishes to tap into this, to eat more of this, you will enjoy them. So I would like to give some of these fishes now, because this is their first time of eating it, and they will be getting adapted to it because they started having it. So what we do is that you give to them in the morning, in the evening, or in the morning, and you now give feed to them. So by the time, because they are not adapted to it, by the time I go back now, you will see that they already finished it. So I can give to this juvenile size. Note the juvenile size to take it as well, because it's the first time. You can give it as well to the jumbo size. You can give it to the jumbo size. So then we eat it, and again you can come back to give to your standard post fingerlings. These are the standard post fingerlings. So the good thing about Azolla plant is that there's no sizes of fish you can give to, they will eat, and this will work perfectly for them. So I'll be So I'll be taking this and I'll be preserving it for tomorrow morning because it will be going through the night bus tomorrow. We're going through the night bus tomorrow. We're going through the night bus tomorrow. And in here, see what we have here. This is what we call the local tilapia fish. They are local tilapia fishes for our fishes here. So you can just preserving it for tomorrow, very early tomorrow. I'm just preserving them for tomorrow. So these are what I call the Azolla plant and the duckweed. For those of you that are interested in this wonderful plant, make sure that you contact me and it will be sent to you anywhere you have in Nigeria. Please enjoy a little bit. I told you I dropped it on them before. Let me go back to it. Maybe they have finished it. You can see they have finished this one. They have already finished it. That's how they eat it. They finished everything. I dropped it in before and I just come back now to give them another one. They finished it. Let me check here. Checking here too as well. You see they finished it. As you can see, they already finished it. You can see they already accept. You see they're already accepting it. You can see there. You can see them now. You can see their reactions now. See, they already finished it. So this is what they do. They finish it. And let me check this one too as well. Wow. You can see that they finished it too as well. So, in case you need such wonderful plant, make sure that you can see even my standard post fingerling size have already finished their own. Coming here too as well, you can see the acceptability. They finish it. You can see they finished it. So the wonderful thing about this plant is that there's no sizes of fishes you can't use, most especially if you have them with you. You can see here that they have finished it too. Okay, let me go into these ones and see how they accept it too as well. So you can see the way they are accepting it. You can see the way they are accepting it. So just make sure that you understand. You do a lot of researches. I told you before, there are a lot of supplementary feed you can give to your fishes that are really helping your fishes. They are what we call the animal supplementary feed, and there's what we call the plant supplementary feed. So what I'm showing you today is what we call the plant supplementary feed. Because there's a question, somebody asked me that which of them has most of the higher CP, and I tell you, if you don't, it's only what you know. As I'm talking to you, there are a lot of guys. I'm not running competition with anybody, but I will tell you squarely that there are some plants that are highly nutritional, most especially like this Azolla plant. It covers all the 9 amino acid profile that you may need to grow your fishes at a given period. So thank you so much. My name is Stephen your anchor on Catfish Solution Tools Academy, and make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel now. Just subscribe to it, click on the notification button, and again make sure that you go to seller.com. Seller is SELAR.co. Go to seller.com. You will see the link on my comment section. Go there and buy my books. My products too as well there as well. So get my ebooks there on seller.com. So wherever you are in the world, you can get it there and download it there. When you get it there, pay and download. So there's no hustle at all. So I will send my link so you can go there to buy any of my books. They are guiding books on aquaculture that will help you grow in any areas of cattle business. Note, I'm coming out with some books too as well that is helpful for you, most especially books to culture all this, some supplementary feed that you have around you don't know. There's a books for you too as well, and there's a super video I'm doing on the feed formulation that will help people too as well. That will be coming out soon. So thank you very much. My name still remains Dr. Abiodun, Dr. DTM, your anchor on Cattle Solution Place and Academy.